Okay, science of plants, botany. So already introduction part completed. Biology means studying of the living things. For example, the word biology derived from Latin word. Sorry, the word biology derived from two Greek words. One is bios and logos. Bios means life, logos means study. So, what about the word botany? Botany also derived from Greek word. In Greek language, bos means cattle, boskin means cattle food. The boskin gives rise to the word botany, which gives rise to the present value in the word botany. And development, different scientists, Parasara, he written the book of Krishi Parasaram. In that especially he mentioned about the weeds and agriculture. And also he written another book, Vriksha Ayurveda. In that book he mentioned about the forest and medicinal plants. Then after Theophrastus, he was the father of botany. First time he identified 500 plants, external characters and internal characters. He written the book name Historia Plantarum. Then after, between the 16th and 17th centuries, experimental studies are going on. Plants living in natural conditions. Between the 16th and 17th centuries, there should be experimental studies are going on. The period is called herbalist. They written the books that are called herbals. In that book, they mentioned about the external and internal characters of medicinal plants. Then after Gaspard Boyle, he introduced the binomial system of nomenclature. First time he identified 6,000 plants. He introduced the binomial nomenclature. Then after Robert Hooke, scientist, he discovered the cell. First time he written the book name Micrographica. Okay, in that book he mentioned about the structure of the cell. Okay, then after Carolus Linnaeus, he introduced the sexual system of classification and also he explained about the binomial nomenclature. Then after Gregor John Mendel, he was father of genetics. He explained about the hybridization. He explained about the inheritance characters. He explained. He proposed the principles of inheritance, laws of inheritance. Okay. Then after so many scientists are came. Watson and Crick, they explained the double helical structure of DNA. DNA was invented by the Robert Watson and Crick. Then after Charles Darwin, he proposed the theory of evolution. Okay. Then after Robert Hale, he introduced the light reaction and photosynthesis. So these are some scientists. Next scope. Scope already completed, I think. Scope. But what is the scope of the botany? Botany యొక్క scope పరిధి ఎంత వరకు ఉంది? Scope మరి ఏ ఫీల్డ్ లో ఉంది? ముఖ్యంగా ఈ విషయంలో మనకు 4 ఫీల్డ్స్ అని చెప్పాను. The progress applied in field agriculture, forestry, horticulture and floriculture, which is possible through the experiments of hybridization and genetic engineering. Because of these two methods, forestry developed, agriculture also developed, horticulture developed, floriculture also developed because of the experiments through the hybridization process and genetic engineering process. And one more thing, plant breeding. Plant breeding is very useful. Plant breeding method is also very important, which we will discuss in second year. Plant breeding is also plant breeding is also very useful for production of hybrid plants. For example, production of hybrid rice, hybrid wheat, hybrid maize, hybrid sugar canes. These are all possible with the help of the process that is plant breeding. Plant breeding is very useful for production of hybrid plants. Plant breeding technique is very useful for production of hybrid plants. Production of hybrid plants like rice, wheat, maize and sugarcane. So with help of the process plant breeding. Plant breeding is one type of reproduction process only. Plant breeding is one type of hibernation process only. So with help of plant breeding మొక్కలలో ప్రజననం అనే పద్ధతి సంకరీకరణం లాంటిది ఒక రకమైనటువంటి హైబ్రిడైజేషన్ సంకరీకరణ. With help of plant breeding we are able to produce hybrid plants. Hybrid plants వల్ల సంకరణ మొక్కలు మనం పొందవచ్చు. అవి ఏంటంటే రైస్, hybrid wheat, hybrid maize, sugarcane. These are able to produce with the help of the plant breeding process. These are all hybrid plants only. Next, what about the scope of the botany in plant physiology? What about the scope of the botany in plant physiology? Plant physiology. So what is physiology? Physiology means studying the important activities in plant. Plant లో జరిగే ఇంపార్టెంట్ యాక్టివిటీస్ మొత్తాన్ని స్టడీ చేస్తే దాన్ని ఫిజియాలజీ అంటారు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫోటోసింథసిస్, రెస్పిరేషన్, నైట్రోజన్ మెటబాలిజం, నత్రజని స్థాపన, అండ్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్, ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ ఆఫ్ మినరల్స్, అండ్ అబౌట్ గ్రోత్ హార్మోన్స్. దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ కమ్స్ అండర్ plant physiology only. Physiology means studying of important activities in plant. But what are the important activities in plant? Transport of water, transport of minerals, photosynthesis, respiration, and nitrogen metabolism, growth hormones. These are all important activities. The studying of important activities is called physiology. But what about the scope of botany in physiology? Especially the role of minerals in plant nutrition. How the minerals are very useful. The role of minerals in plant nutrition and the usage of chemical fertilizers. How we have to use the chemical fertilizers. By using chemical fertilizers, how the plants are absorbing the minerals. Everything we have to discuss in plant physiology. And also in the plant growth, what about the plant growth hormone? And what about the hormones are very useful in plant growth. And what about the ripening of the fruits? Already we studied about the plant hormones. మొక్కల ఉండే హార్మోన్ ఆక్సిన్లు, గిబ్బెరెలిన్లు, సైటోకైనిన్లు, అబ్సైసిక్ యాసిడ్, ఇథిలిన్. These are all plant hormones only. Especially in 10th class 7th lesson, coordination. In that lesson already we have discussed about the phytohormones. ఆక్సిన్ యొక్క ఉపయోగం ఏంటి? Oxidants, cytokinins, gibberellin, abscisic acid, ADA, ethylene. So these are all hormones are very important, which are very essential for the growth and development of the plant and breaking of the seed dormancy. Some seeds are in dormant condition. సుప్తావస్థ అంటారు. విత్తనాలు కొన్ని సుప్తావస్థలో ఉంటాయి. విత్తనాలు అంత ఈజీగా జనరేట్ కావు. Because of some hormones, we are able to active the seed development. Seed germination, we have to activate the seed germination because of using some hormones. Some hormones are very useful for natural ripening of the fruits. For example, ethylene hormone is very useful for natural ripening of the fruits. కాయలు పండుగ మారాలంటే స్వయంగా న్యాచురల్గా కాయలు పండుగ మార్చే హార్మోన్ ఏంటి అంటే ethylene. అందుకే మనకి కొన్ని చెట్లపైన కొన్ని కాయలు పండుగ మారుతాయి న్యాచురల్గా. బట్ నౌడేస్ we are using some chemicals, carbohydrates. For example, for ripening of the mangoes, we have to add some carbon. So that is artificial method. But with the help of plant hormones, some fruits ripen naturally. Naturally, kayal panduga marthayi because of these hormones. So about hormones, about minerals, everything we have to discuss in the plant physiology. And one more thing, scope of the botany is also applied in the pathology. Phytopathology. Pathology means studying of diseases. Pathology means studying of diseases. The scope of botany also applied in the field physiology. About physiology we discussed. What we discussed in physiology? About minerals, about plant hormones, and the scope of botany also applied in phytopathology. Pathology means studying of diseases. Phyto means plant. Pathology means diseases. But what about the plant diseases? What are the reasons for plant diseases? How we have to prevent the diseases? What are the methods we have to follow for prevention of diseases? వ్యాధులు ఏ విధంగా వస్తాయి, వ్యాధులు రావడానికి కారణం ఏంటి, మరి వ్యాధులు ఏ విధంగా నిర్మూలించాలి, everything we have to discuss in the phytopathology. And the scope of botany also applied in the production of antibiotics. Production of antibiotics also. Production of antibiotics. For example, penicillin is the antibiotic. So production of antibiotic penicillin. Okay, production of antibiotics and production of single cell proteins. SCP. Production of single cell proteins. For example, mushrooms. In Telugu we call puttabadu. Mushrooms also, some edible mushrooms are there. Some mushrooms contain more and more proteins, so that are very useful. That contain more and more proteins. So production of single cell proteins also. Mushrooms, some examples there. Single cell proteins. From the microorganism, from the fungi, we have to produce the proteins, which are alternative sources. Already you know where the proteins contain, especially pulses contain proteins, red gram, green gram, bengal gram, all pulses contain proteins. But what is the alternative to the proteins? Single cell proteins. By using some algae, by using some fungi, we have to produce single cell proteins. So some examples you can note down. Single cell proteins, which can give proteins, which is the alternate source to the proteins. Okay, best example, mushrooms and spirulina and chlorella. These are all single cell proteins. From these we have to produce protein food that are called single cell proteins. And from these organisms we have to produce the proteins. These are all single cell organisms only. Mushrooms are single cell only. Spirulina, chlorella, these are all single cell organisms. From these single cell organisms we have to produce the proteins that are called SCP, single cell proteins. For us the special topic is there in second year, 6th unit. So single cell proteins, production of single cell proteins, production of antibiotics. Okay, single cell proteins. And okay, this is the scope of the botany in different fields. And some type of the products we have to produce from these organisms. For example, if you see the chlorella, which is one type of algae. The chlorella is used as the food astronauts, especially astronauts, space researching purpose. The scientists who should research on the space programs, they are called astronauts. The astronauts that can take the chlorella as a food. Chlorella is used as the food by astronauts. Chlorella is algae which is used as a food by astronauts in the space research program. In the space research program, astronauts they can use the chlorella as a food. And iodine, different type of the products. Iodine also produced from different type of the algae, iodine and agar. These are all produced from the different type of the algae. Iodine, agar means in Telugu we call it junnu gaddi and agar, which is very useful for growing of some organisms, which is used as a growth medium. Agar. These are all the importances of the scope of the botany in different fields, especially agriculture, forestry, horticulture, floriculture, and especially in plant breeding for production of hybrid plants, especially in the plant physiology, especially by usage of the minerals, especially by usage of the plant hormones, and pathology about the diseases, what are the reasons for diseases, how we can prevent the diseases, and production of antibiotics, production of single cell proteins, mushroom spirulina, chlorella. The chlorella is also used as a food for astronauts during space research program. Iodine, agar, these are some extra products which are produced from the different type of the algae, and also some plants that can produce the hydrocarbons, petroleum products. Already in 10th class we have learnt about the Jatropha plant. Jatropha, which is called biodiesel plant. Jatropha, some plants name. Jatropha plant and Pongamia plant. Pongamia. Jatropha and Pongamia. Okay. This can produce the biodiesel. Jatropha plant, which is called biodiesel plant, which can produce vegetable oils, and Pongamia plant also. Jatropha and Pongamia, these two are biodiesel plants which can produce oil products. Okay, these are all scope. We can see the scope in different fields. Okay, this is the scope of the botany. Okay, in next class we have discussed about the branches. 16 branches are there which are related to the botany. Botany are included 16 branches. But what are the 16 branches? What are the importance of the each and every branch? We have to discuss in the next class. So today we discussed about the development and scope and interaction part. Just only one topic is there. We have to complete that small topic in tomorrow's class. That is branches of botany. 16 branches are there. Each and every branch definition and importance. Like that 16 branches are there. We have to discuss about the 16 branches in next class. Okay, thank you children.